Toulmin's argumentation model was introduced by Stephen Toulmin, a British philosopher and professor. Toulmin's argumentation model is a powerful tool for constructing and analysing arguments. British philosopher Stephen Toulmin introduced it in his 1958 book, The Uses of Argument. Toulmin's model is about how the best argument is structured. With the model, you can examine an argument, identify points of view and reasons for those points of view, and see how the argument is structured. The function of the argumentative element is to present various reasons for the claim made. It is an essential model if you want people to accept your opinions and follow your lead. Imagine the model as a toolkit that empowers us to break down an argument into its fundamental components. Toulmin's model is built around three essential elements. These are the claim, grounds, and warrant. And three complementary elements. These are backing, qualifier, and rebuttal. Let's look at the individual elements. We begin with the three essential elements, the claim, grounds, and warrant. The first essential element is the claim. An argument is a claim supported by reasoning. The claim is the statement you aim to demonstrate as true to your reader or audience. The second essential element is grounds. Grounds are sometimes called data. Grounds are the building blocks of your argument and the evidence and facts supporting your claim. The third and last of the essential elements is the warrant. The warrant is the bridge between your claim and the grounds. It is the underlying assumption that connects them. Think of it as the because part. Why does the evidence support your claim? Here's a short example involving the three essential elements. When it rains heavily, history shows that the lowest part of the town will be flooded. The claim is the town will flood. Grounds are heavy rain, and the warrant is history. Now follow the three complementary elements, backing, qualifier, and rebuttal. The first complementary element is backing. Backing refers to additional support for the warrant, such as experience or data. Statistics show that over the last 50 years it has rained heavily. That is a backup for the warrant from the previous example. The second complementary element is the qualifier. The qualifier indicates the strength of your claim and affects whether your argument will persuade your audience. Sometimes your claim isn't absolute. It has shades of grey. Qualifiers acknowledge this. Words like presumably, some, or many signal that your claim might not hold true in all situations. The statement, "It is reasonable to assume that there will be even more rain in the future," supports the claim about the town's flooding. However, no one can predict what will happen in the future. The third and last of the complementary elements is the rebuttal. Rebuttals anticipate counter-arguments. If you point out any weaknesses in your argument, it will be more difficult for the reader to challenge the overall argument. They show that you're aware of some other valid viewpoints. By doing so, you build credibility. A counter-argument about the town's flooding is that you can't foresee the future. You argue ahead of that argument that you hope the predictions from science about rainfall in the future turn out to be misleading. After reviewing each of the 6 elements of Toulmin's model, here is how you can use the model. The 3 essential elements will always be present in an argument, so we start by explaining the basic model. As mentioned, the basic model includes a claim, grounds, and a warrant. The claim is the essence of your argument. the point you want to convince others of or gain support for. It is the heart of your argument. The statement can be, "It is important to exercise," and the grounds are the reasons for the claim. It comes out by asking why. Why is it important to exercise? The grounds: it's healthy. The third and last of the essentials is the warrant. According to Toulmin, the warrant shows the connection between the claim and the grounds. The warrant is a form of extended grounds, a piece of grounds that support the claim. So, it's important to exercise because it's healthy. The warrant: you have to do what is healthy. As mentioned earlier, the extended model has 3 more elements: backing, qualifier, and rebuttal. These elements are not always present in an argument, but can be. Backing supports the warrant, consisting of experience or data that bolsters the argument. It is employed when the warrant is in doubt, requiring you to fortify your reasoning with further evidence. In the context of exercise, research indicates that engaging in physical activity benefits health. The qualifier reflects the strength of your claim and influences the persuasiveness of your argument. If your analysis is based on a single case claiming with 100% certainty that the following always applies, may not be convincing. The qualifier should accurately represent your conclusion's certainty, scope, or frequency, and align with the analysis you conducted. It can be, "You will undoubtedly feel better when you exercise." Rebuttals serve to anticipate counterarguments. If you point out any weakness in your argument, it will be more difficult for people to challenge the overall argument. In other words, the argument is more substantial if you can critique the grounds you use. Highlight the uncertainties in the analysis. It is best to examine your warrant by critiquing the method and theory. You can also criticize the theoretical foundation of your backing. However, the rebuttal should not undermine your argument, so remember to explain why your claim is correct despite the criticism by using a convincing qualifier. It can be difficult to exercise in a busy everyday life, but the benefits are significant, so you must make time for it. You just saw and heard the use of Toulmin's model. Let's look at another example of Toulmin's argumentation model. A major company has decided to cut back on office space as employees are continuously working from home, and therefore there are often empty office spaces. They want to create an open-plan office without fixed seats so that employees circulate among each other. They write the following message to the employees. Due to the increased number of people working from home, the offices have many empty spaces. That is why we are cutting back on the places. From this day onwards, you must always tidy up your workplace and have your things with you. You must be able to change your workplace daily. You can look forward to meeting different colleagues from different departments. The management claims that having changing places provides a better working environment. The grounds are that you will work more together across the departments and thus gain a greater understanding of each other's work. The warrant is that you will have a better working environment by collaborating more across the different departments, thereby gaining a greater understanding of each other. The backing is that research indicates that collaboration and talking to one's colleagues provide a better working environment. A rebuttal from staff can be that it is difficult to find time for colleagues to talk on a busy working day. A qualifier could be that management believes fostering communication and collaboration is crucial for a healthy working environment, and that management will facilitate these interactions without significantly disrupting the workflow. Let us now consider a critique of the model. People criticize the model for some vague expressions. The two elements, rebuttal and warrant, are quite open to interpretation. People sometimes criticize the model for oversimplifying complex arguments. Critics believe that the model's components may not capture the full nuance of intricate arguments, especially in academic or technical contexts. Some arguments are subject to individual interpretation and thus a subjective assessment. Despite these criticisms, Toulmin's model is widespread, especially in education. Its emphasis on real-world argumentation and practical application make it a valuable tool for understanding and evaluating arguments in everyday discourse.